Happy Sunday morning. Recently, my daughter asked me, Mom, what do you want to be remembered for when you go to heaven? And my answer came immediately. She believed God. That's what I want to have remembered about me. It made me think about Abram and when God called him to leave everything that was familiar to him and just follow on adventure with God. Abram did it. And in Genesis 15, it says, "And Abram believed the Lord, and the Lord declared him righteous because of his faith." And in a lot of ways, I think sometimes when we just decide to adventure with God, that he counts it very much the same way as he did with Abram, that it's an act of faith. And I think about my parents. They're just moving into their new home, and I've been here all day helping them unpack. And the things that they brought with them are special things that they remember from when they've been traveling around the world. They have memories of Russia and memories of England, memories of just places that they've been and adventured with each other and with God, following God's lead every part of their lives. And as we think about the promises of God and his unchanging trustworthiness, we can lean into his character. We lean into his sovereignty, who he is. He's God. There's no one else like him. And we're doing chapter 4 of God of Rest today, and I'm going to read the very end of the chapter to you. As we lean into this unchanging, trustworthy God, we find that his sovereignty becomes our foundation of rest. Our rest doesn't lie in the familiar surroundings, our family, or our circumstances. Our rest lies solely in the faithfulness of our God. Our confidence comes from knowing that he does not change. When life is good, our rest is in him. When life goes awry, our rest is still in him. And this is our position of stability in an ever-changing world. It's him that becomes our position of rest, our position of stability. And as we read his word, as we learn to trust him and adventure with him, we find that we have rest on the inside of who we are because of who he is. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next week.